Hey, it's Queen Jane. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Hi, how are you? You look great.
Homegirl Jane. Where,
Good
where,
afternoon.
where do you live, Jane?
I live in New Jersey, in
I
northern
know
New
I
Jersey.
know you live in New Jersey, New Jersey. I know that.
Where do
Where
you live?
I live in Newark.
You live, that's right. I knew that. I knew that.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
from I'm really from Englewood.
Oh, Englewood. Oh, yeah, yeah. Urban. You're the urban guy. Yes.
Well, Englewood always wasn't urban. It was, but now I'm urban.
Yeah, yeah. Now you're urban. How do you like Newark now? Because it's always transforming over there.
You know what? I'll put it like this. We have the Hanging Garden, the Hanging Gardens of Hammurabi, of Babylon. We have the Hanging Gardens of Newark.
Yeah.
The Prudential building has a whole wall filled with all this greenery garden thing. It's really just exquisite, beautiful.
Oh, wow, wow, nice. Yeah, I've been there a few times and for like some conference or something. And yeah, it's a strong city. Yeah.
Where you're in Cresco?
No, no, I'm way out in like past Wayne, like way up
Oh,
north.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a country Jersey.
I'm kind of a country mouse. Yes,
Oh
yeah.
my God, lucky
But
you.
I love the city. I do love the city.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Yeah.
So let's get right to the
Okay,
chase, man.
let's get to it. Okay.
Go right
Yeah.
ahead. I like that. What's
All
up?
right.
I mean, who's Jane Morba? Why is she here? What is she doing? And what does the world need to know about Jane Morba?
Thank you so much for inviting me. This is such an honor to be here with you, finally doing this. Well, as you know, I'm Jane Morba. I support holistic female entrepreneurs to live a life that's really aligned to their holistic lifestyle and their business, and to take the stress out of their lives with a bit more protocol, a little bit more process on using the right tools, tools to give them mindset, to give them strategy, and to focus on their goals. And I do this with a few products that I'm aligned to, which is adaptogens, which helps the stress, the collagen making you feel and look radiant, and also energy shots to really, really keep the energy vibe high. And to also, feel that confidence and that freedom going after what you want.
Okay. That's a lot of stuff,
Woo.
man.
that was
A lot of
but
good stuff.
I'll share with you more. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So like, here's the deal. So, Jane Morva, like before you started helping women entrepreneurs, what were you doing?
What I was doing at first, my journey has been actually, it hasn't been full of struggle. Like, a lot of people come from this, like, I had this huge struggle. I grew up fairly privileged. I would say I had immigrant parents, worked hard, and reaped the benefits. And my parents were deaf, so I had two different cultures.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
amazing.
grew up with American Sign Language and
Do all the
being,
stuff, right?
yes,
Yes.
yeah. So I, really sensitive to that, but it also helped me grow up a bit faster because I had to interpret and be available for them. That I had immigrant parents, and I had college paid for, and my car paid for, and went on nice trips. Like I can't say like it was a struggle. I mean, but I was able to access experiences and be with people and expand my horizons. I grew up in New Jersey, and one of the things that I was able to access is my creativity. For many years, I just like really wanted to be an artist, and I was a photographer. And I
Nice.
studied fine art photography up in northern New Jersey, actually,
Where's
Ram-
that? Where?
Ramapo College.
You're at the Ramapo.
Ramapo, the Ramapo Mountains, but I was
Yeah.
very like the professors were very connected to Manhattan and New York, and I remember I just like always wanted to be a fine art photographer, a Cindy Sherman or something like I was very it was like very film days and all of that. So I had that experience, but those experiences were creative, but there was also struggle. Like creativity and struggle sometimes go hand in hand. I could have made my life a lot easier, just just doing business or, other things, but I wanted to be more of a creative person. So there was, after this, getting a degree and so forth, I ended up moving to California. I had many years in New Jersey, but I moved to California and had a whole experience in California in the Central Coast with my camera and just, kind of had enough money to do what I want. And I ended up being a wedding photographer and a documentary photographer, and I worked for the local newspaper. So I had many years of the right place at the right time, had a partner, and just built up this successful wedding destination. They call it the destination for the wedding photography industry, especially in California, where it was so gorgeous. You almost couldn't. Yeah, your work shouldn't look too bad because you got good light, good scenery. But and I met a very interesting people, got into very interesting places. I can go on and on about that, like stories.
I live in California. I know what Cali's like.
Okay, so that's where the pink comes in. Yeah. Oh, where did you live in Cali?
I live in LA.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I lived in LA. I was in the record business.
Oh, no kidding.
I got there because I was going to go to law school, but that didn't work out. So I got in the recording business and had a lot of great experiences, met a lot of people. But I know what you mean.
So we have a similar journey there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right. It's like it just takes you and you go for that. That's like a chapter in my life, a chapter in our lives, right? Right. And then luckily I came back, left that relationship, the whole high of that whole experience was very time for money. And I came back and I had to get on the yoga mat, kind of get in touch with my own ego, get back into holistic living, go, what's my next plan? And my next plan was realizing I liked the coaching industry. I that was appealing to me. And I learned a lot, and I dove into branding, social media, marketing, and many of those things. That was certainly very important happening. And I did that for a little bit of time, but that was very I was burning out again. So
whoa. When did you burn out? When did you flame out the first time in California?
The first time was when I was carrying those heavy cameras. I burned out after that.
Why don't you have to get somebody that, a mule to carry that for you?
Yeah, that's true. I did have somebody to help me. And you know what? I was younger. I was able to do it. There's no doubt about it. Right. Now I'm older and I'm a woman of wisdom, and I wanted to work smarter. And so that means that what's my strategy? To me, confidence and success is learning a strategy. What's my life strategy? And I feel like that's where I start landing today. I start landing
Let's
there.
talk strategy. What does that mean, strategy, to you?
Yeah. So strategy, I did a pivot where I moved from The Art of Marketing. Oh, The Art of War. Oh, that looks like a great book.
Oh, yeah, this is a good book.
Okay, I got to get into that book.
I'll give it to you. It's all about strategy.
Yes. Don't you feel like, see, you're in a personal growth space, William, right? You're personal growth minded, and personal growth minded people are more into goals and process and strategy. And that's where I feel like I finally landed. And the strategy for me was I pivoted into, I love holistic products. I like living a artful lifestyle, the art of well-being. And so I aligned with a company, a network marketing company. I embraced the network marketing industry because I believe it helps people with their financial focus. They're selling products that are really good for people, and it helps them build goals and strategies. And I love the industry because of the personal growth and the ability to make money and to support people on a mission and their goals. And when I saw that, I just felt like, oh, I didn't have to do massage anymore. Like, I don't want to, do all that burnt out stuff. And that's where I really feel like it's the best place for me to be. And I'll share more why, but that's where I'm landing now. And I'm really excited about it because this is a place where I think is a secure place. That many of the other places I've been were not always secure. Is it right? So this just feels like right now in this time, we need more security. So
So when you say security, what does that mean?
yeah, security in a lifestyle, security in creating income and growth and residual income. Basically, network marketers are working for a company that does not advertise, like in the traditional sense of advertising.
Okay.
We're the advertisers, we're the distributors, we share and we sell. So we're cutting out all the marketing and the advertising. So this is great. We get social media information from our company. They fulfill the orders, but we are the strategists. So that's where I feel it's a more secure industry, because then you're aligning. And what I love about it is you're aligning with people, men and women, all different ages, who are like your new friends.
Yeah.
Your new team, your new friends. And it took me a couple of companies. I kept on bouncing to company to company, but I finally, with the grace of the goddess and the divine and mindfulness, I feel like I'm in a mature team. It's men and women, couples, individuals. I feel like now it's up to me and how I can share and teach this strategy and goal setting and sales to other women. Well, I'm kind of focused on women. I have to say.
Whoa, it's okay. It's okay. Not a problem. I mean,
if there was, look, that's my niche. But if a man came in,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's cool by me, man. I got you.
Okay. You got my back, right?
Yeah. I got you. So that don't matter to me, man. Cool. Yeah. So now here's the deal. Quick question, sidebar question. A friend of mine made a post yesterday saying that the United States government now is requiring women to register for the draft, the military draft. What do you think about that?
Wow.
Boom.
Boom. Requiring. Oh my God.
See, look, we haven't had a draft in 50 years.
Yeah.
But if you're between 18 and 25, you have to register, go to the post office and register. And it's a volunteer army, yet at the same time, the government's registering, require registration. And my friend was saying, well, if we're requiring women to do this, then what does that mean?
Mm. Well, I hope we don't have to do that. And I hope we don't have to go to war. I'm more of a peaceful activist, but I'm not fond of that idea. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But many women are in that want to do that, right?
That's what I'm saying. See, it's a volunteer army.
Yeah.
There has not been a draft in 50 years.
Yeah. Mm. That's
good. Anyway. That's a sidebar question. What a question I wanted to ask you, because, I came out of working with women. All right.
Yeah.
Right. So we see now that there's a leveling across the board with respect to this draft thing, conscription, and is it good, is it bad? I don't know. What's coming down the pike? I don't know. But back in your world with your ladies, you guys are all selling different stuff or the same stuff?
No, like everybody, the company I'm with has a range of lifestyle products. Could be weight management, tools for your athleticism, can be collagen, which is very popular right now for skin and glow, and actually for muscles and tissues. And that's like replicated from marine collagen. And also adaptogens, like more and more, I'm like learning all about the adaptogens that are in our adaptogens that really lessens the stress. Now, the whole
what's an adaptogen?
Adaptogen, they're herbs, they're ancient herbs, from years ago, and they're like herbs, and they get infused into our products. I have them over there. But
wait. You mean herbs like what's the name of Coca-Cola?
Oh, okay, like ashwagandha, rhodiola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've heard of that. It's kind of an ancient herb. So it's kind of modernizing these herbs so they can get in our system. We're really using positive, healthy, pure herbs that really help sustain our energy. I've been finding even the energy shots. I'm not not a coffee drinker. I don't know if you are,
No,
but no. Okay, good for you. See, you don't need the energy because you already have it, right? You already have
yeah,
some energy. You
yeah,
just are natural. Sometimes some people are just naturally can get up. They don't need coffee. And I think you're the type of person like that. I mean, I like a little green tea, but these are just adaptogens in like a little bit of the base is kombucha, and then has some of the herbs. So it's just a sustaining energy drink. It's like a pure energy drink. So those
oh, I
type of
see.
things, and the shakes we have for helping bringing more nutrients. Our soil's depleted. So to get good, proper nutrition in a shake has been like fabulous. So it's really helped me, and I'm just, sharing these systems. So, and also the cool part is, like, in this industry, we sell, and you can make a commission off a product, but also you can build a team and an organization that you're all moving out in the same direction globally, even for that matter, and get on the same vision and same mission and build an organization. So that's another opportunity too. So that's what I wanted to share.
Okay, so now let's get back to these adaptogens.
Okay.
Now these adaptogens, they're like herbs, you say?
They're herbs, and they have, some are really good for calming the nervous system. Some are good for elevating our nervous system, or, those type of things. But what I'm actually doing every month, I'm doing a boot camp that's teaching all about the adaptogens, and I'm going to plug myself a little bit here. The adaptogens, the collagen, and the e-shots in a free 4-day boot camp that's going to happen in a couple of weeks. So
okay. Let's talk about the boot camp.
The boot camp, it's called Elevate Your Holistic Lifestyle Boot Camp. I'll be sharing all about those, and I'm glad you asked, the adaptogens, the collagen, and why we should be taking them as women entrepreneurs. Because as women entrepreneurs, you don't even have to be in network marketing to be in this boot camp. It's just like so many great men and women entrepreneurs now, who do branding or copywriting or, social media marketing or anything. They can all benefit from having good holistic products so they don't burn out, so they can have mental clarity and focus,
Okay, now let me ask you this question. So these things are designed, or some of them are designed to reduce the stress, right?
Right.
Why are we stressed out?
Oh, really good. Good. We're stressed out, not just the stress of environment, could be emotional stress or financial stress, or your business having stress, or things that happen that are out of our control, and any types of stress. And if we're not recognizing the truth that stress is in our lives, we can't eliminate it, but we can resist it with these type of forces, this type of energy, and this type of product. So, environmental stress, COVID stress, the range of stress in the world, as we know.
COVID stress, here's like as within, so without, right?
Yeah.
So now, if I'm peaceful inside, I should be peaceful outside.
Yes, that would be really good.
So now, if I take the things you're recommending, I was going to say pathogens. I didn't mean to say that. If I take the what do they call again?
Adaptogens and collagen.
I take the collagens and adaptogens, and my internal world will be at a high level of peace. Is that what you're saying?
I think it would enhance it. I think it would elevate more peace, more reflection, more mindfulness, so you can still be very active and focused on your goals, your strategy, and your mission. And to me, confidence is, I've learned, and I've not always had this perspective, but the older I get, I realize it's an overall strategy of life that feels more fulfilling. Like if we fine tune our values in our life and our mission, and my mission is sovereignty for women and men, to have
Sovereignty?
sovereignty.
What do you
Yes.
mean by, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, like sovereignty, having control over our financial life, supporting ourselves financially, and those type of things. So I think this is a vehicle for that. Like I don't care if you think you have it all together, but if you don't have a safety net, and in your life, that what's going to happen in 2022, this could be a great safety net. And so that's why I'm really encouraging people to look at this, look at your life, look at your mission, look at a strategy, and come on board and see what is possible. See what is possible for the future for yourself.
How should one look at his life, her life?
Life.
And what process should they go through? Am I married, single? Do I have $1 million in the bank? I got $500,000 in my foot? What's the deal?
Oh my God, it's all beautiful, right? You can have very little to moderate to you have $500,000. I mean, $500 million in the bank. You might. What's important is what's my bigger strategy? What's aligning to my values? Where do I want to contribute in my life towards a vision? It could be, maybe I want to set up more giving back. Maybe I want to, coach people to help them come on board, or, whatever that big mission is. I think that's very exciting. That's a special coach. Or maybe you want to have a better look, a better image, better health. Like, so much in the big strategy. I'd look at it. Sometimes I imagine it, William, like a big mandala, like a mandala, and there's pie slices, and it's like,
yes, right.
Like, and there's our personal life, our body,
yes,
right.
Right.
That's what a strategist, I think, does. I think we call them life coaches, but I certainly, I think, could decipher somebody's life like that. So, somebody can come up to you. You have that wisdom from your journey, right? Somebody can come to you with $100 million and go, William, just help me strategize my life. You would be able to do it like that.
Well, those are dues paid. So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your exit strategy?
Good. Well, I think that's part of that strategy. I reflect on that. This is what my main focus is right now.
Yes.
Because this is where I am. This is, I have goals. I want to rank. I want to go on incentive trips. I want to be on beaches with mastermind, colleagues. So this is, I'm in the trenches. I'm in the trenches.
Right.
And I definitely meeting myself where I'm at right now. And I feel blessed to have the company and the team leadership that I have. But where I'd want to go is, I think, overall later, I would like to have like a retreat for women who are on the journey to strategize and be on the mission to elevate their lives in a bigger way, to even deepen in our humanity, and our compassion.
Right. Or our humanity, depends.
Or what?
Our humanity. Humanity. Humanity.
Yeah, humanity. Oh, I never heard that. Yeah. And
it just came out today. What can I tell you? It's a new word. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's down there. That's my strategy. I'm in the trenches, but that's my strategy to do like a signature coaching for, elevate women together on a mission and purpose, or maybe business strategy or life strategy or style strategy. It could be a range of things, but right now that is my bigger vision. I always love marketing and branding and helping people be their best selves, be their best selves.
That's an admirable goal. And so, Jane, how do we call your company name? I mean, is it Jane?
How do you find me? Yeah, Jane Morba. It's you can find me at janemorba.com. I also have an Instagram, which is the Jane Coach, and I also have Dazzle Rebels. It's an Instagram as well. But Jane Morba is a really good place just to go and find me there. I'll have information on the boot camp every month there, And I'm really, you can also find me on Facebook, Jane Morba as well.
And so, excuse me. So you have an email address as well?
I think you just find that all on, yes, people can email me, Jane A. Morba at gmail.com for sure.
Oh, no, don't keep it a secret now.
No, you can
Jane.
WhatsApp me. You can WhatsApp me. Let's have a conversation. I actually am on LinkedIn too. I'm spending more time on LinkedIn. I find LinkedIn really great because a lot of female entrepreneurs. So hit me up.
There are a lot of women
hit me up on LinkedIn. I'd love to connect on LinkedIn.
So here's a question for you. It's Jane A. Morba at what again?
Gmail.
Okay, so now here's a question for you. I visit LinkedIn every once in a while. I'm just new to that platform.
Okay.
I'll be getting more into it. Yet, some of the women there, they come across like guys.
Oh yeah, very Sam. Mm-hmm.
Now, that's nothing. I mean, that's okay, but I'm just curious. I mean, like, I don't really think that a guy should come across like a thug. And I really don't think a woman should do that either. But it seems to be, in some people, a trend that if you're in corporate, you got to be like the dudes, come across hard. And I'm saying, whoa, baby, I ain't like that because that turns me off.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Well, you're saying that they're like a little so assertive and so aggressive on their approach
between being assertive and aggressive.
Yes. Well, then there's a place for me on LinkedIn because I believe we should definitely, as women, I mean, it is a philosophy and a theory, and a lot of women talk about it, is to tune into the feminine way, into our desires. So we can do business, women can do business in a feminine way, and we can have a lot more fun than doing it the masculine way. But there is this blending of the masculine and feminine in everything we do.
Oh, yes, right.
Right? Yeah.
You know Robert Greene? Robert Greene, who wrote the 48 Laws of Power. Robert Greene, who wrote 50 Laws with 50 Cent. Robert Greene, who wrote The Art of Seduction.
Oh, I must get into that. Yeah.
Now, here's what he says. He says in the I have it here someplace. He says in the beginning, he says, women traditionally have been restricted from the halls of power. The halls of power anciently were, a masculine domain. So what women devised another subtle way of managing power. Seduction.
Right.
Now, but since Machiavelli's days and all those, men are seducers as well. Don Juan was a master seducer, if he ever existed. All right. So like now, what I'm saying is the person who comes across in an aggressive mode really is out of sorts with themselves. It's not necessary, especially for a woman. A woman can be much more effective by being, subtle, being feminine. It's like the difference between there's an internal art and an external art. Like Tai Chi is internal.
Yeah.
Karate, that's external.
Yeah. I think it's a good way to look at it, because I think what you're really reflecting is, let's be authentically masculine and feminine within, and not be too aggressive because you're saying like it's not appealing, but I agree, being too seductive doesn't appeal to me anymore.
No, that's not what do you mean by seductive though? What do you mean by seductive?
Well, it could be seductive is nice, but I think at my age, in my midlife, I know what seduction was like in my younger years, and it has some power.
I don't mean that. There's a lot of that on the platforms. I don't mean
on the platform. Yes, there are. Like, I think women sometimes overdo the sexuality in the picture.
That's vulgarity. That's not seduction. That's stupidity. Why? Because everybody knows. What do I say?
What do
Seduction.
what do you feel like a seduction is then for women on a professional level?
Oh, seduction. Um, well, not being aggressive, by being, relaxed and calm.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
but see, it's difficult for them to do that because they've been raised they're in an environment that's heavily, I guess, testosterone oriented. And it's like you got to make the sale, make the sale. No, it's not like that. You
Yeah.
say you can be professional, but not be aggressive. Hi, how you doing? This is Jane today. Just calling you back to see, if you had a chance to look at the documents that I sent over.
Mm. Right. And it's about building relationships and having compassion and learning about people. And I think we do miss that a lot because people are aggressive. But that would really, that's the identity pathway, is to actually align to an identity of caring, being caring in transactions, not being transactional, but be relational.
Right. Well, see, I'm raising that question because you're talking about the products you have that eliminate stress. And I asked what causes stress. And one of the things that causes stress for me is this attitude that it shows in the attitude. You know, Jane, honestly, back in our day, it was very rare that a woman would use foul language in public.
Mm.
Today, it's like, oh, what the, I don't see that as being feminine. I see that as being sort of like, you're losing your femininity. It doesn't make you feminine. It makes you, one of the guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, I think we're evolving. Yeah, we're evolving really nicely as, mature adults doing professional connections. Our job is to connect on a higher level. So, and I think the products are really important to help, lessen that stress. That
I need to poop.
the less stress. So,
I can
yeah,
pause it.
the products would be amazing. The products would be amazing for female entrepreneurs.
Jane, if you have an emergency, I can hold it.
No, that's right. I got it. It's handled. It's handled.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. So the deal is so when is your boot camp coming up?
It's going to be the 18th. Let me just check. I'm just starting to formulate the dates, and we're going into the 18th to the 21st. That's the boot camp. And I'd love for you to come in. It's not just for women, but I'd love for you to come in. So I'll send you an invite.
Cool. I'll consider that.
Okay.
And so and is there a fee for that, or how does that work?
No, it's totally free. I'm working on the opt-in, and people can come in. The few people are in there now. So it's going to be totally free, and it's going to be totally awesome.
What time is that going to be?
It's going to be at noon Eastern Standard Time for 3 days and a bonus day. And
how long will that be?
It'll be about 30 minutes. Yeah, it takes 30 minutes, a commitment of 3-4 days of 30 minutes. You can watch the replay. It won't take up too much time of people's busy, bursting out, happening life. This can be very beneficial. I wouldn't miss it. And I want to see you in there.
Okay. I got you. I heard.
Okay. Okay. You heard me the first time.
It's like
The Art of War here.
Oh yeah, listen, that's another. I tell you, man.
I'm reading that book. I haven't read it. So I'm gonna read it.
This book is a little different.
Okay, The Art of Marketing. Oh yeah, The Art of War.
But see, the guy who wrote it, Gary Gagliotti, he's probably the world's leading authority on the art of war. He translated from the original Chinese text.
Oh wow!
Right? And he built his company, based upon these principles, and he reached a certain point. It's a software company, he sold it, made millions. So it's not like he's just woofing. He's, but you can catch him on the YouTube. And the way he talks about it, you can see there's a difference between him and everybody else.
Good. Thank you for the tip.
He has 40 different books. He has one for relationships, family, sales, marketing. This is a marketing book, but I recommend him very highly in terms of strategy because he really has a lot of experience at it.
Cool.
And so
Very
there'll be
nice.
the 18th to the 20, what, 3rd?
18th to
24th,
18th to the 21st.
21st.
Yeah, Monday to
Okay,
Thursday.
that's good.
I'll-
Monday to
yeah.
Thursday, bonus session.
Bonus
Now,
session on Thursday.
all right. So now, what is it what's your favorite meal, by the way?
My favorite meal right now, I made a really good chickpea salad with artichokes and lettuce. I really liked it. It's like a Caesar vegan dish, and I love Thai. And
Oh,
but
like Thai food?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like the experience of Thai food. Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice there. All right. So, is there anything else you want to share with your people today, your tribe?
yeah. No, I encourage people to think of the future self, of where they're going, and have a game plan of a 30, 60, 90-day game plan, and lock arms with people that might change your life, have your back. I'm really aligned with great leadership and awesome products. And I've been searching high and low for an opportunity like this, and I found it. So I did the work already. All you have to do is come and have a conversation. And so I would say, have a conversation, think of what you want for 2022. Let's strategize your future self, and anything is possible. So that's my word of wisdom. And to believe in yourself, and to remove the distractions. I know it has been a challenge for me, but block out time on the calendar, schedule, and just go for one thing. There is a book out called The One Thing. Go for one thing for a while and see what happens.
How did you eliminate your distractions?
I have to talk to people. I have to be coached. I have to be coached, and to be reflected, and to have somebody reflect to me, what are my goals? How am I going to get to the place I want to be? So support and time blocking.
And you want to be in the place where you can have a retreat for women. Is that where you wanted to be?
I think strategize way down the road for sure. But right now I'm in the trenches.
Trenches meaning?
I'm just sharing this product, sharing this
Oh,
opportunity.
okay. I got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it's very important to have, to be focused, to be.
That one thing. Thank you for asking. Yes. And I love that what you're doing here is to provide these opportunities to do these conversations.
Yeah.
And I think you do a fantastic job. You really just have great wisdom, and we had a fun conversation. I really enjoy this. Maybe let's do this again.
Well, why not? Because you're going to be making new products or different boot camps, whatever. And this is a good way to advertise.
Yeah.
You don't need the whole time. You could take segments out and use it like that.
That would be great.
Okay, Jane. So
right.
let's get back to being in the trenches, and I'm gonna get back to being who I am, whoever that is.
Oh, you are awesome. You're bringing more light and love into the world, and so happy to know you and as a colleague and a friend. And
yes, I mean we're fellow California experienced people.
Yes.
And California is a crazy place, man.
It was crazy. I'm kind of glad I'm on the East Coast right now, by the way.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't live there now. It's too hot. They get no rain.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to what you got to do.
Okay. So we'll be in touch. All right.
Yes, please do. And best regards to you and your family.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye. So now we're gonna start the recording.